being asked to return to work within 24 hours by their Secretary General, that's Dr. Davji Atela. So they promised that, of course, pending dues will be paid. That's the government. Promised that all pending dues will be paid. Salaries that are pending will be paid in 5 months installments. Doctors will receive mortgages and car loans, and a task force will look into health issues, because I remember one of their agendas was the fact that hospitals are under-equipped, of course, and understaffed.
And of course, also an issue on drugs and the circulation of that. When we were talking about it with the KMPDU SecGen, he also talked to us a little bit about the healthcare cover, like because the doctors, most of them did not have
medical insurance.
Insurance. And of course, they work in high-risk environments. And we say that 56 days was a long time. Many people actually suffered, especially for those who have to cater to patients every single day. And it seems like it was a form of reprieve. The KMPDU chair, Abidan Mwashi, said that he was disappointed that both parties failed to reach an agreement on the posting and payment of interns. But of course, we also looked, he spoke about the loss of lives and how he regrets that. And he talked about how, gave advice on this should never happen once again, because it's something that they've gone through and they've had to sit down. It's taken long, but of course, also thanked the KMPDU Secretariat for just making sure that they get the solutions. Of course, one thing that I really applaud is the doctors union, KMPDU being very steadfast on some of the issues, because in any other government would forcibly take people back to work, but they decided, you know what, kama mtatufuta, it's okay.
Yeah, that's true. The fact that the interns' pay was the one contentious issue that wasn't resolved, I think, is something that will come definitely to bite us in the flesh. We're already seeing a lot of brain drain as far as medical, professionals, a lot of nurses, etc., even clinical officers. Doctors may be the ones to follow, honestly, if they don't feel they're getting their worth here. But I think this at least is a temporary, I would say, maybe solution, perhaps a plaster on top of the problem. All thanks to the Employment and Labor Relations Court. Judge Brian Ongaya is the one who ordered them to either find a return to work formula within 48 hours, or the court will look at the petitions and determine. And I think no one wanted to gamble with what the court will say. You don't know which way the court will go, in whose favor it'll go. So it's, you know what, we better sit down and actually find a solution.
We've seen the independence of the courts, and nowadays it doesn't go with the most popular politician, doesn't go with the most popular government of the day. It's more of just men and women in this country that care for our forward. And some of the petitions that have been taken to court actually make a lot of sense. And you're looking at a situation whereby, Mariam, Kitambo, we would say, if the government is involved, then the courts are actually going to pick the government side. Nowadays, it's actually...
You really don't know. It's a toss-up.
Actually, it's a toss-up. It's a big shock to anyone else who's been in government for the longest time. Because to Jayona, the level of confidence... Zoe Sauti.